A few years ago, the idea of an electric car that could drive hundreds of miles, recharge in minutes, and outlive the very car it powers sounded like the kind of wild fantasy you'd hear from a late-night sci-fi marathon. Fast forward to today, and that fantasy has a name: aluminum-ion battery technology. And trust me, it's not here to play nice. Picture this. You roll into your driveway on empty, plug in your car, head inside for a quick cup of coffee, and by the time you've finished scrolling your phone, your EV is fully charged and ready to crush another 500 miles. No range anxiety. No sitting around at charging stations like you're waiting for a bus. No $15,000 battery replacement hanging over your head. Just pure, unbothered driving for decades. Aluminum-ion doesn't just promise to replace lithium-ion, it promises to bury it. Lighter, safer, dirt-cheap materials, and charging speeds so fast they make today's fast charging look like a joke. And here's where it gets spicy. The rumor mill says Tesla, the same Tesla that upended the entire auto industry once before, might be getting ready to pull the trigger on this tech. If that's true, gasoline cars aren't just in trouble, they're on life support. We're about to dive headfirst into what aluminum-ion really is, why the hype is building, and whether Tesla's actually about to light this fuse. And if you don't want to miss when the next big EV bombshell drops, hit that subscribe button right now, because when this story blows up, you'll want to say you heard it here first. Welcome to Car Today Reviews, the place where we cut through the noise and give you the straight, unfiltered truth about what's happening in the automotive world. If it's new, if it's game-changing, if it's shaking up the industry, you'll hear it here first, and you'll hear it without the fluff. In today's deep dive, we're zeroing in on one of the most talked about breakthroughs in battery tech, aluminum-ion. We're going to break down exactly how this technology works and why so many experts believe it could go toe-to-toe and maybe even replace the lithium-ion batteries that dominate the EV market today. We'll look at the whispers and speculations swirling around Tesla, rumors that they might be getting ready to pull the trigger on this tech. If that's true, gasoline cars aren't just in trouble, they're on life support. We're about to dive headfirst into what aluminum-ion really is, why the hype is building, and whether Tesla's actually about to light this fuse. And if you don't want to miss when the next big EV bombshell drops, hit that subscribe button right now, because when this story blows up, you'll want to say you heard it here first. Aluminum-ion batteries may sound like some obscure lab experiment, but in reality, the concept is straightforward and the potential is massive. At their core, they work on the similar principle to the lithium-ion batteries you find in almost every EV today. Both store and release energy by shuttling ions between two electrodes, an anode and a cathode, through a substance called an electrolyte. But here's the twist. Instead of moving lithium ions, aluminum-ion batteries move aluminum ions, Al3+, and that small change in chemistry opens the door to a whole new level of performance and practicality.
Why does aluminum matter so much? For one thing, it's everywhere. Aluminum is the most abundant metal in the Earth's crust, meaning supply isn't just stable, it's nearly impossible to disrupt. It's cheap, easy to refine, and already deeply embedded in industries, from construction to aerospace to packaging. Compare that to lithium, which is costly, geographically concentrated, and tied up in mining operations that are increasingly under scrutiny for environmental impact. Aluminum's abundance alone could slash battery production costs, making EVs more affordable than ever. The science behind aluminum-ion batteries is equally impressive. Each aluminum ion carries 3 electrons, compared to lithium's single electron. This means, in theory, aluminum-ion batteries can store far more energy in the same physical volume. Imagine a smaller, lighter battery pack that still delivers longer range than today's biggest lithium-ion packs and charges in a fraction of the time. Then there's safety. One of the biggest drawbacks of lithium-ion batteries is their tendency to overheat under stress, sometimes leading to dangerous thermal runaway events. Aluminum-ion chemistry is far more stable, dramatically reducing the risk of fire or explosion. That makes them safer not just in extreme conditions, but also over years of daily use. And when it comes to longevity, aluminum-ion could be a game changer. While lithium-ion batteries typically lose capacity after a few thousand charging cycles, aluminum-ion has the potential to keep going for tens of thousands without significant degradation. That means your car's battery could easily outlast the car itself, changing the conversation around battery replacement and resale value entirely. Put it side by side with lithium-ion and the advantages jump out. Faster charging, far longer lifespan, lower cost, safer operation, and no dependence on rare, politically sensitive resources. The only reason it's not in your driveway already, scaling the technology for full-size EVs, is still a work in progress. But if that final hurdle is cleared, aluminum-ion could mark the single biggest leap forward in electric vehicle technology since Tesla's first Roadster hit the streets.
Tesla has a long, proven history of hunting down and owning the next big thing in battery tech. They don't just buy cells from suppliers. They invest in mining, material science, and manufacturing innovations at the deepest level. From pioneering large-format lithium-ion packs to scaling up lithium iron phosphate for mass-market affordability, Tesla has shown time and again that they don't just follow trends, they create them. Partnering with top research labs, acquiring promising startups, and relentlessly iterating inside gigafactories, it's all part of their DNA. Now picture this. Tesla announces an aluminum-ion breakthrough. Suddenly, you've got EVs with a decade-spanning battery life, ranges pushing well beyond 500 miles, and recharge times measured in coffee breaks, not lunch hours. The cost of the car? Slashed, because aluminum is abundant, cheap, and easy to recycle. Maintenance headaches? Practically gone. Overnight, Tesla wouldn't just be competing with gas cars, they'd be obliterating them. And every other automaker scrambling to catch up, they'd be chasing a company that's already a decade ahead. This is exactly the kind of high-stakes disruption that fits Elon Musk's personality like a glove. He doesn't just want to sell you a car, he wants to redefine the very concept of what a car can be. And if aluminum-ion batteries deliver on their promise, Tesla won't just be leading the EV revolution, they'll be ending the fossil fuel era faster than anyone thought possible. In true Tesla fashion, they wouldn't just change the game, they'd rewrite the rule book. If Tesla truly brings aluminum-ion batteries to market, the real winners will be everyday drivers. First, there's the cost. Because aluminum is one of the most abundant and inexpensive metals on Earth, the most expensive part of an EV, the battery, would suddenly become dramatically cheaper to produce. That means Tesla could sell electric cars at prices closer to or even below comparable gas-powered vehicles. We're talking about removing one of the biggest barriers keeping millions of people from going electric. Then there's range. With aluminum-ion superior charge storage potential, you could get a longer driving range without making the battery pack any bigger or heavier. Imagine a compact Tesla Model 3 going 500 miles on a single charge. No more planning your trip around charging stations, no more range anxiety holding you back from road trips. The charging speed could be nothing short of a revolution. Instead of waiting 30 to 60 minutes at a supercharger, you could plug in, grab a coffee, and be back on the road in just a few minutes. That's a game changer, not just for convenience, but for how people think about using EVs for long-distance travel. Durability is another massive benefit. Lab tests suggest aluminum-ion batteries could last more than 20 years or over 10,000 charge cycles without losing significant capacity. That's essentially a battery for the lifetime of the car, and possibly even beyond. Buy one Tesla, and the battery could outlast multiple owners. Safety would also get a massive boost. Aluminum-ion chemistry is far more stable under extreme conditions, meaning a drastically reduced risk of thermal runaway or fires. That peace of mind alone is priceless, especially when we're talking about families and daily commuters. And finally, the environmental impact. By reducing the need for lithium and cobalt, metals that require intensive mining in fragile ecosystems, Tesla could make EVs not only cleaner at the tailpipe, but cleaner at the source. Pair that with aluminum's high recyclability, and you've got a battery technology that doesn't just move us away from fossil fuels, but does it in a way that's genuinely sustainable for the planet. In short, if Tesla delivers on aluminum-ion, it won't just be a better EV. It will be the kind of leap forward that changes the industry forever, bringing cleaner, faster, and more affordable transportation to millions. So, when could all this actually happen? That's the big question. Right now, aluminum-ion is still living mostly in the lab, where researchers are refining the chemistry, testing longevity, and figuring out how to scale it up. The jump from a few promising prototypes to mass production isn't something that happens overnight. In the battery world, even with unlimited funding, it typically takes anywhere from 3 to 7 years to move from breakthrough to factory ready. The roadblocks are real. While aluminum-ion has incredible advantages in cost, safety, and charging speed, it still lags behind lithium-ion in one critical area: energy density. That means squeezing enough power into a small enough space to compete with today's EV packs is still a challenge. On top of that, there's the massive task of building new manufacturing lines, developing automated processes, and securing the global supply chains for the raw materials and components, without disrupting Tesla's current production of lithium-based batteries. Then there's the safety certification process. Any new battery chemistry has to go through rigorous testing to meet international safety standards before it can be installed in road-going vehicles. That process alone can take years, especially for a company like Tesla that operates in dozens of markets with different regulatory hurdles. Because of all this, we might not see aluminum-ion batteries in a Tesla car right away. A more likely first step is stationary energy storage. Think Tesla's Megapacks or home power walls. These systems can tolerate lower energy density than a vehicle, making them the perfect testing ground for new chemistries. If aluminum-ion proves reliable in those applications, scaling it into cars would be the logical next step.
So while it's tempting to hope for a $15,000 aluminum-ion Tesla next year, the reality is that this is a marathon, not a sprint. But if anyone can take a wild, unproven battery technology and turn it into a global game changer, it's Elon Musk and his team. They've done it before, and if the rumors are true, they might just do it again. This time with aluminum. Aluminum-ion is one of the most exciting battery technologies on the horizon. It's cheaper, safer, faster to charge, and could outlast your car itself. The rumors about Tesla stepping into this space are still just that, rumors. But if they ever become reality, we're not talking about just another incremental update. We're talking about a complete redefinition of what an electric car can be. Lower prices, longer range, lightning-fast charging, and a level of durability that could make EV ownership easier and more affordable than ever before. Whether it happens in 3 years or 7, the direction is clear. The race for the next big leap in battery technology is on, and aluminum-ion is a serious contender. If Tesla chooses to lead that charge, it could trigger an EV revolution, the likes of which the industry has never seen. So, if you want to be the first to know when there's an official word from Tesla, or when the next big battery breakthrough drops, hit that subscribe button right now and join us here at Car Today Reviews. We bring you expert insights, deep dives, and breaking news from the world of electric vehicles, so you never miss the future unfolding right before your eyes.